Well, welcome back. If you're planning a picnic or, you're just looking to change things up, I'm always looking for new menu options to serve to the family. Chef Franco is joining us now with some ways to summarize our menus. So you guys have been working so hard back here, and it smells amazing. Talk to us about some of the things that you have for us.
Well, we have a great array of things that we can use for the summer, and actually the farmer markets always provide us a lot of stuff that we can get really quick. And corn, for instance, lettuce. What we're doing today, we're doing mahi-mahi tacos with lettuce wrap, so it's very easy and very fast to do, so you don't have to worry about where I'm going to get these products or where I'm going to go and get that. Whatever you see in the farmer markets is a lot of things you can do, a lot of things with this type of cuisine, especially lobster guacamole. Get a lobster, make a nice recipe guacamole, and just put them right there.
And what I love is, as Kevin was telling us, it's going to be hot. We've got some hot temperatures on tap for the next few days. These are light foods to eat that aren't going to make you feel too full and not good.
Absolutely. What you want to have is light fare that you can keep eating and enjoying a great blueberry margarita, for instance.
Okay.
So we have all that stuff in here.
Let's talk to us about this. This looks amazing. So you're taking a twist on your traditional guacamole, and we're adding some seafood to it. Yeah,
absolutely. And Geronimo, we do a table size, so it's just freshly made every day, right in front of you. But in this, we take the lobster that is, of course, New England favorite one. So you can just mix it in there, and as you eat it, you get a nice flavor in there and enjoy it with your family, your friends. You want to impress them, of course.
And you know what? This is quick. As a mom, I'm always looking for things that are quick. I really saw you guys do all of this right here, just in the last few minutes. So the corn, I saw you shucking it. Tell us what you're doing here with that.
Fresh corn from Connecticut. It's just coming really nice and sweet. It's basically, we do garlic sour cream or mayonnaise in this case with cotija cheese, which is a Mexican cheese, nice, it's like a dry feta, but it's nice, that's salty and creamy as you eat it. So you just spread them all out in there and just put a little bit of ancho pepper on top and squeeze the lime. So don't forget to do that. And it's just, you can eat it as many as you want in one seat.
Okay, before we run out of time here, tell us a little bit about your restaurants that you have and all the tequila that you have here.
Well, Geronimo has been around for more than around 10 years, and we specialize in Santa Fe style Southwestern cuisine. And we add a little this, a little that from the South, and actually some touches from things that you already know from Mexico and basically south of the border. But here we have basically, and Geronimo, we try to get as much as we can from local produce and local farmers too as well, so we can support that as well.
Wow, so everything you're eating is fresh.
It's right here.
All right, let's talk about this one in front here. I don't think I got it. Is that the ceviche?
That's the scallop ceviche. Stonington has great scallops, also local New England goodies. So Geronimo, we do ceviches quite often. So we add citrus juice of orange, lime, lemon, with a little bit of chipotle, spice, cilantro, onions, and voila.
Okay, can we move down here to the end and tell me about this margarita? We were talking about blueberries and fresh fruit. You can use it in your drinks too, huh?
Absolutely. Strawberries are great right now. Blueberries is my favorite one with candy jalapeno, and it had a little spice in there, so you can have right on your porch, as many margaritas as you can.
How do you make this?
Very easy. We actually using New England items. This is maple sugar. So for your rim, just roll them out there, get that, and get the juice right here. You can flavor with strawberries or blueberries. You can model it, or you just have it like that.
Beautiful. And you guys, did I read some statistics about the offerings of tequila you have over there?
More than 400. Yeah.
I don't drink tequila all the time, but when I do, it'd be great to go down there and sample some different kinds,
Absolutely.
Right?
We have our high-end tequilas, like some of the Clase Azul is one of our favorite brand, and other ones that actually you can enjoy in Geronimo or not new carbonated margarita mix ready to go too. So
thank you so much. And do you mind if I try some of this out when we go to break?
Please, please, all yours.
I can't wait. My stomach is growling over here.
All yours.
Thank you so much for the tips.
Pleasure.
And if anyone wants to get any recipes for these items, we're going to post them on our website, WTNH.com. You just go on the On Air tab and you pull down Good Morning Connecticut, and we'll have all the information for you right there.